Hello and good morning, everybody. I'm here at Gulf Print and Pack exhibition in Dubai. I'm Ben Daniel. I'm the editor of Packaging MEA magazine, and I'm here at the AFRA International stand. I'm here with the general manager of AFRA, Mr. Vinay Krishnan. Hello, Vinay. Good to see you.
Good to see you.
Yeah.
Good to see you, Ben.
Yeah. So
Great.
it's been a long time since we had this kind of a live experience together at an exhibition. Probably almost 2.5 years now, right?
Exactly.
Yeah. So please tell me, how life has been. And it was very unexpected for the whole world and for our industry, particularly when we used to meet so often. And suddenly it was a big gap of 2.5 years, I would say, and a bumpy ride, which nobody expected. Please give me your journey. I mean, just a very brief journey, how you went through this as a company, and please.
Yeah, of course. Actually, it was, of course, a very much of a shock in the beginning, as we all we were having some sort of information regarding this issue right from, because we used to travel to China very often. So we got some sort of information. We thought that this may not go to that level of scale, but in the beginning of 2020, we were thinking that it will be a supply shock rather than, we'll be having problems in China where a lot of orders we had, and we thought that it will be like a supply shock, but it was all of a sudden, well, within next 2 to 3 months, it became a full-blown pandemic. So of course, it is nobody has experienced this in any of their lifetime, in any of our times rather. So it was definitely was a total confusion in the beginning, but as an agile organization, we understood well within next 2 to 3 months that what we should do and how we have to correct ourselves. Thanks to our network throughout the region, of course, especially on the Middle East and Africa, because we were having a restriction in traveling. But of course, because thanks to AFRA's vision, where we had our own resident technicians and sales team in each of the effective branches what we had throughout the Middle East and Africa, within 3 to 4 months we were back in a proper
Back in train.
in a proper operation. And also it was also very helpful for us to support the customers. Fortunately, none of AFRA's client got suffered, because even during the peak of the pandemic only, our first bag making machine came to one of the most prominent printing house in Dubai. That's the time where the whole travel restrictions were there, but well within 25 days we made it sure that the machine is in production without any external help. So that really helps us, and to show that the network of AFRA's team or the very strong AFRA service team was timely intervened and made it sure that there is no massive production losses or problems for the customer.
Right.
This we were very successfully, we could do it throughout the region.
Right.
So that was one thing which significant thing which I would like to point it out. Another point was actually, of course, it was there was a commercial impact of the whole thing. We lost almost 4 to 5 months in 2020, but again, thanks to the network and the setup what AFRA is having, customers gave us a good number of orders immediately after the second half of 2020. So even 2020, we have to tell you frankly that we have done we have done well. That's what I would like to point it out. And we had carried forward a lot of orders to 2021 also.
Excellent. Excellent. Thank you. Just dwelling on the same success that you mentioned, you also took up a couple of good agencies, for the label sector. So I'd like to hear about your experience with your new products such as Etirama, and maybe you also had an open house which was pretty successful, I suppose, last year. Give us a little bit of tell us a little bit about this experience, because narrow web printing is a big industry now in this part of the world with a lot of investments happening. So why Etirama, and how this journey of probably more than a year now with Etirama. So give us a little more about this experience.
Great. Actually, AFRA was always eyeing on the narrow area. From 2016 onwards, we were doing a lot of homework towards it. Then we were really looking at some product which can definitely make a difference in the market, because there are many players in the market. But when AFRA comes into picture, we really want to give ROI guaranteed affordable solutions in any areas where AFRA is into. So we were in search of it. In 2019, we made a relationship with Etirama. And what was happening is that actually, because we were also in touch with Etirama for 1.5 to 2 years, we were talking to them and looking at how we are going to introduce that product. That was also during 2019-2020 also, it was a transition year for Etirama also. They were moving from their existing range of products towards more smarter, more user-friendly platforms. So it was the right time to be part of it. And then in 2019 and in the beginning of 2020, we introduced the product to the market. We are the master distributor for them for the whole Middle East and Africa. We take care of a larger portion of the continent of Africa and as well as the complete
Middle East.
AGCC. That's what we are doing. So now if you look at it, immediately after the machine is launched, the product is launched in the market, we had the pandemic. We got stuck with the pandemic. Then all of a sudden, but we were not, again we redid the whole thing. And 2020 also we were doing a lot of marketing activities. But in the beginning of 2021, we decided that we will go for an open house.
Okay.
So what we did, we had a very successful open house during the month of August in 2021, where we displayed the flagship product SPS2 to the market. It is basically a servo press, which is definitely very much affordable, and also where you are not going to compromise on the print quality. So it was very well received by the local market. Fortunately, we had, due to the success of the show, totally within last 8-9 months, we sold 6 units. Out of the 2 of them already there in UAE, and it's already installed and running.
Excellent.
And also throughout the area where we are representing, we have some good number of installations now, and we have an excellent list of prospects with us. So because of this success, our division Flexo Print Pack, which is focusing on the flexible packaging area, announced the second, we call it just edition number 2 of the Etirama Open House. We are supposed to do it along with Gulf Print, but because of some delays on the consignment, we have the new show will be from 30th to 14th. It is a 15-day long show where we are expecting a good number of clients to visit.
Wonderful. Tell us also about any other new products that you have launched or something which you added to your products portfolio in the recent past.
Of course, as a company, we are always in looking forward to have some smarter solutions, ROI guaranteed solutions, and which we feel that it is a commitment to the industry. So, as a company which is focusing on customers, the print industry itself, for example, where we can provide some solutions which will definitely bring, proper return on investment and also provide growth to their business. We have, even in this show, we have launched a unique die cutter, which is actually a cut sheet die cutter, which is having all the advantages of the digital, which we work with the digital platform, with the conventional dies. It is an aero die cut. It is from Uchida, which is very well accepted in the market. Sure. And also during the last 3 days of show, a lot of people were amazed to see the product. And also, like even in the flexible division or in our digital print division, we have a range of new products are also coming in.
Okay. And this Uchida die cutter that you're talking is, what is the width of this?
It is a 35. It's a B3 size.
B3.
Cut sheet
machine.
Okay. Using the beauty of the machine is that it uses a conventional die, which is very economical
Economic.
when it comes to.
Sure.
And but you will have all the advantages of
Okay.
the digital platform.
Okay. Also, please tell us a little about your experience with this bag making machine that you are, having in your products portfolio, and you have been successful recently with the UAE and particularly Dubai and perhaps even Gulf region, getting away with single-use plastic, and this is getting more popular with a lot of sustainable bags which are coming up. So I want to hear from you a story of a little bit about why you chose this product, which is a little bit different from your regular one.
Yeah.
So please.
See, basically, if you look at AFRA's history,
Yeah.
we are into the bags. For example, we had a long, period of as AFRA was always pioneering in bag making. Last 15 years, we used to provide solutions to the market. So we have seen the transition of bags from laminated to non-laminated to sustainable bags. So long, history of association. Yeah? So if you remember, in 2017, the first time, in the same Gulf print where we are sitting, we were showing this machine, which is a perfect, sustainable, automatic bag making machine, which shown for the first time, right? So it was, it's a fully automatic machine, where with inline handle fixing. And what was happening is, then we were really trying to tell this, this success business
Yeah.
area to all our customers and printers. So, it was like we have given them, a proper ROI guaranteed solutions in that area. So, which was very well accepted. Today, if you look at it, we have more than 10 plus very successful fully automatic machines in the AGCC, where we have around 3 machines already running in Dubai, and the 4th and 5th is coming in. So, what we were always focusing in, we have 2 ranges of products, both sheet fed as well as the roll fed. The biggest beauty what we would like to present is that, because we are focusing more on value added as well as sustainable.
Sure.
So that we can give more, to the brands. For example, what happens is when it comes to, we say that, okay, more sustainable means always talk about this very basic, craft color bags where you print single color or 2 color.
Sure.
But whereas the printer or the packaging company is having a very, very low GP ratio.
Sure.
Whereas what we are focusing more on are, value added, both sustainable, where we have more, value added bags, where the brands will be very happy to go for, switch towards it, rather than this craft color, brown color bags. So that was really helpful for our customers. That way, they also, if you look at it, our first machine, I was just explaining you on the
Sure.
first question. Beginning of 2020 was our first machine. The same customer interested on the second machine in 2020 because of the success story of the first machine. Very thankful to Algorithm Printing and Publishing. They have gone for the second machine.
Second machine.
And it is a grand success. Yeah. So, yeah.
Yeah, wonderful, wonderful. One last question. No, we come to the end of this interview more or less. I know you have lots, in your stand, it's a busy stand with a lot of people around, so I won't take much of your time. And last question. Tell us a little more about what are the real challenges this market is facing when it comes to, let's say, packaging, print and converting that you're into, and when it comes to supply chain or maybe raw materials. So as a supplier, what is your biggest challenge in this market, and where do you see this market going in the future? I'm talking about our region.
Yeah, of course, definitely we are all, if you look at last 2 to 3 years, there was a lot of confusions were there, and definitely there are a lot of challenges which we are facing to the industry. Of course, definitely we had, of course, the pandemic, then you may have heard about, because actually there is a scarcity of raw material on one side, especially for the packaging printers. Third thing is that we had a lot of logistics issues where our shipping cost has gone up like anything. So, but despite all these things, definitely, because actually it is also giving a lot of opportunities for people to look forward to it. If you look at one thing, a very satisfying which I would like to point it out from my point of view. Last 2.5 years, we have converted a lot of ailing commercial printers towards, definitely value-added packaging area, which will really make their business, sustainable, and which also made it, because they were having an existential crisis. So, to be very honest, there are a lot of challenges on one side. It also gives us a lot of opportunity on the other side. So, as a company which is always very much towards a balanced organization, we always propose solutions to customers. For the most important thing is the existence of the print and package industry. That is very, very important for all of us. So what we really try to do is that give them the right solutions in that area where short-term ROI guaranteed, so well within 24 months, 18 months to 24 months, where especially that if you look at our bag making solution role, and or whether it is our packaging kit, what we talk about, the finishing kit, all well ROI guaranteed, so that the printers will be well off, because they can come out of the problems without much of a big issue. Yeah.
Thank you. Vinay, it was a pleasure seeing you, and I first of all like to wish you for your open house next week on the 30th.
Yeah.
Good luck and success, and wishing you the best for the future.
Thank you very much,
Thank
Ben.
you.
It was a great, of course, we are very much excited to be back in the exhibition.
Yeah.
Last 2 days were a great fun. Our show was very good. So thank you very much, Ben. And
Thank you.
also, I would like to invite all our print fraternity to be part of our open house, which we are starting on 30th of May to 14th of June. Thank you very much.
Thank you.